In a bright garden just beyond the old wooden fence, there lived a honeybee named Bella. Bella was small, quick, and exceptionally good at finding the sweetest flowers. While the other bees from her hive buzzed carefully from blossom to blossom, Bella had a special talent. She could spot the richest nectar from far away, the deepest violets, the fullest clover, the sunniest marigolds. But Bella had a secret. Whenever she discovered a patch overflowing with nectar, she told no one. Instead of doing the usual honeybee waggle dance, Bella would quietly gather as much nectar as she could carry and hurry back to the hive. She would store her share and think to herself, "If I tell the others, they'll take my flowers." At first, it seemed harmless. The hive still had food. The other bees still worked hard. But slowly, something began to change. Because Bella kept the best patches secret, the other bees spent more time searching and less time collecting. They returned tired, carrying smaller loads. The hive's honey stores grew more slowly than usual. "Strange," murmured the queen. "The garden is in full bloom. We should be thriving." Bella said nothing. One afternoon, dark clouds rolled over the garden. The wind howled. Rain slashed against petals. Branches snapped. The storm raged all night. By morning, the garden was barely recognizable. Many flowers were destroyed. Entire patches had been flattened. Nectar was scarce. The worker bees flew out anxiously. They searched their usual spots, but found only torn leaves and broken stems. Bella's heart pounded. My secret patches. She rushed to the hidden corner where the richest flowers once bloomed. Gone. Every single one. For the first time, Bella felt a twist of fear. She had no backup plan. The other bees didn't know about those places. No one had gathered extra nectar there, and now it was too late. When the bees returned to the hive, their baskets nearly empty, worry spread quickly. "We won't have enough," one bee whispered. "We must search farther," said another. Bella looked around at her tired sisters. She remembered how easily they could have filled the hive if only she had shared. The truth felt heavier than any nectar she had ever carried. "I know somewhere," Bella said softly. The hive fell silent. "I found several rich patches before the storm," she continued. "I didn't tell anyone because I wanted them for myself." A murmur rippled through the bees. "But I also noticed something," Bella said quickly. Near the stone wall, there were buds just beginning to bloom. The storm may not have damaged them yet. The queen studied Bella carefully. "Why didn't you tell us before?" Bella lowered her head. "I was afraid of losing what I found, but now I realize, if we don't work together, we all lose." The queen nodded. "Then show us." Bella led a group of bees toward the stone wall. Tucked in a sheltered corner, protected from the worst of the wind, a cluster of late-blooming flowers swayed gently. They were smaller than the old patches, but alive. This time Bella didn't keep her distance. She performed the strongest waggle dance she had ever done, making sure every bee understood the direction and distance. Soon, dozens of bees worked together. They gathered nectar efficiently, returning again and again. Others reinforced weak parts of the hive. Some cared for the larvae. Each bee played her part. The honey stores began to rise. Not quickly but steadily. And Bella worked harder than anyone. She showed younger bees how to scout properly. She shared every new discovery. She even stayed late to help seal honeycomb cells. Days later, the hive was stable again. One evening, as golden light filled the hive, the queen spoke. "A single bee may find sweetness," she said, "but a hive survives through cooperation." Bella felt warmth not from the sun, but from belonging. She had learned something more valuable than nectar. When she kept the best flowers to herself, the hive weakened. When she shared them, everyone including her grew stronger. From that day forward, whenever Bella found something wonderful, she danced first and collected second. And the garden, though sometimes battered by storms, always bloomed again.